Hey guys, so today's video is a back to school slay makeup tutorial using all drugstore products. You guys know I'm all for getting the look for less, and I know how expensive things get around this time of the year when everyone's headed back to school, so I definitely took that into consideration when making this tutorial. So not only will your pockets be helped in the makeup aspect of this video, but this is also a huge collab video. Yes, I've teamed up with a few other YouTubers to give 6 of you guys $100 worth of Visa gift cards. Yes, $600 worth of prizes in all. To enter, all you have to do is click the link in my description box to be taken to the entrance site and fill the form out there. Make sure you're subscribed to all 12 of us. Make sure you also have your parents' permission or just be 18 years of age to enter. And you have until August 26th to get entered and to follow all those rules. Any additional guidelines will be down in the description box, and that's pretty much it. So let's get into this tutorial. So first I'm going in with this NYX eyebrow gel in the color chocolate, and I'm using an angled brush to just fill in my brows. Next, with this Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Cafe, I'm using this to sculpt up and clean up my brows. This is a concealer that I've always used on my brows, you guys. If you guys watch my tutorials, like, you know this about me, I've always used this concealer, whether I do drugstore looks or high-end looks, or whatever the case may be. It's just a really great product, and it really does the job. Next, with that same concealer, I'm going to apply it on my eyelids just as kind of like an eyeshadow primer, an eyeshadow base. This is going to help cancel out the color that is on my lids and just make everything super seamless, and give me a really nice like canvas to work on for my eyeshadows. And next, with my Sasha Buttercup setting powder, I'm just going to use a small amount of this to set that concealer in place. We definitely don't want any creasing, so I try to set it immediately. Now with my Maybelline The Blush Nudes palette, I've had this palette for a while, and I use it quite often. I'm taking the color in the last color in this palette, which is the darkest color in this palette, and I'm placing this in my crease area and kind of just buffing it in with windshield wiper motions. And next, I'm taking the color right next to it, which is this really rosy metallic magenta color. Usually I don't like metallics in my crease area, but I just had to work with what I got to get what I want, and I'm just blending that out to add a little bit of color. And I'm going back in with that darker color. I'm adding a little bit more of that to the crease to add back in a little bit more definition to my eye area. Next, with this really soft metallic pink color, I'm placing this all over my lid. If you guys aren't really into pinks, I'm sorry, I guess this look isn't for you, but I think pinks are really pretty. Just for school, they're soft, but they still give you a little bit of color, so your eyes are still doing a little something, if you get what I'm saying. And then, since I thought it was looking a little too pink, I went in with this metallic gold color and just went over that pink a little bit just to make this eye look a bit more neutral and a bit more suitable for more of you guys. You can definitely leave it the first way if you do prefer like the soft pink look. Next, with my NYX Liquid Black Liner, this is one of the best drugstore liners that I've come across. Great for beginners if you're just trying to learn how to do a wing liner, you need practice. This product really works well with the user, and I'm just giving myself a wing liner. Next, with my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, I'm just going to coat my top lashes, nothing too serious. And then with my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, I'm applying this all over my face. I like to use this kind of like a primer. Even though I don't have super large pores on my face, I found this like product makes my face super matte and helps my makeup stay super matte all day long. And now with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the color Spicy Brown, I'm just buffing this into my skin with a damp sponge. Next, with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Deep, I'm using this to highlight my face. So underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my chin area, and a little bit on my forehead, and also down the sides of my nose as well. And then I'm going to go and blend it out with that same damp beauty sponge that I used for my foundation. And now with this small dupe like Artiste brush, I'm just using this on my nose highlight just to really get into that area well. If you guys are interested in these brushes, I will have a link down below for them. And now with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, I'm just going to use my damp beauty sponge and just set this over all the places that I highlighted on my face immediately after I do my concealer, just so that it sets into place nicely and doesn't crease. And next, with this Black Radiant Creamy Finishing Powder, I'm just using this while I dust away that Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I'm kind of doing two things at once. I'm brushing away that banana colored powder, but I'm also just setting my entire face with the Black Radiance powder. So now with this Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the color medium to dark, I'm taking the contour color out of this palette, and with a dupe of those Artiste brushes I was telling you guys about, this is one of the slimmer brushes. I'm using this to contour my nose. Like, they are perfect for getting into small little areas. So like I said, definitely check down below if you're interested in trying these brushes. And then I'm going back in with my beauty sponge, my damp sponge, and I'm just going to kind of blend out the edge of that color. Now with an angled contour brush, I'm just going to sculpt out those cheeks, guys, and you know, just slim down my face a bit. Next, with this e.l.f. blush palette, I use this a whole lot, not just when I'm doing drugstore looks, but just pretty much any look. I just really like the colors in this palette. I'm taking the one in the bottom right hand corner and I'm adding just a little bit of blush. I know this isn't everyone's style, but they are some really nice and neutral colors, and they're not too overbearing either. And going back in with that metallic rosy color from the Blush Nudes palette, I'm just applying this on my lower lash line just to bring that color down and to add some more dimension to my eye look. Next, with a black eyeliner pencil, this was a high-end one, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's by Makeup Geek. I couldn't find my NYX one, but the NYX one works even better than this. I'm just using this to line my lower lash line, so definitely try the other one instead. And now with my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara again, I'm going in and coating my bottom lashes to pretty much finish out the eye makeup. And as you can see, I have some powder in my hair from the Sacha Buttercup, ignore that. And now with this highlight color out of that Black Radiance little highlight and sculpting palette, I'm using that to just highlight the highest points on my face, which is down the center of the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, cupid's bow area, cheekbone area, brow bone area, and also a little bit in my inner corner of my eyes, like near my tear duct area. So now with the NYX lip pencil in the color Cocoa, I'm just using this to line my lips. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in the color Rococo Trim. And I want to go with a more brown or nude lip, just because I think that lips like this are really appropriate for a school setting. I don't know if you can necessarily wear super bright lipsticks, especially if you're in like high school, just depending on school policies. So I want to go with something neutral and also something that wouldn't compete with the eye look, because you definitely don't want too much going on. And so next, with my NYX finishing spray, this is the matte setting spray. I'm just using this to set all of my makeup and so that it'll stay matte all day long. And that is pretty much it for this look, guys.
Sometimes love deserves a